It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Taken down at the 42.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take Dell now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Dolphins in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Herbert on first down now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds Johnston. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Justin Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4. Herbert now. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
To the air again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Pushes past him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-17. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Go.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Pats still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He came on after a slow start. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most of
there he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Williams, 74 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Come on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Dolphins 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Hamler now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 133 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Hamler now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run it about 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert on first down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. In motion right is Johnston. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The team's having a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Flush to his right. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Hey, Ram.
Herbert to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's third down at 5. Now Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical